Hello, everyone, and welcome to the iSpring Solutions webinar series, where every week we talk about e-learning trends, share iSpring tips and tricks, and cover clients' cases. My name is Paulina. I'm the community manager at iSpring, and I will be the moderator for today's webinar. And during this session, we are going to cover a super interesting topic that will be very useful to those who are just starting their fun way in the world of LMSs and different standards. And today we will talk about how to create a SCORM course with iSpring Suite. And our presenter will be my colleague, Arina Vaz. She is a iSpring genius and she works in technical support department and she will be happy to cover this topic for you guys. And before I pass the mic over to Arina, by the way, hi, how are you doing?
Hi, thank you. I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. So, Arina, before I will pass the mic over to you, I need to cover just a couple of technical things. So, first of them is, guys, if you for some reason need to leave this webinar session, don't worry. I will send a recording sometime after the webinar. However, I would like to still encourage you to stay till the very end because it will be a great opportunity for you to address questions to our presenter. And to do so, please submit them in the question box, which you will find on the right side of the GoToWebinar panel. And right now, you should see how it looks. And yeah, I think this is the time for me to finally pass the mic over to Arina.
Every week at our webinar sessions, we cover vital e-learning topics to help our customers get the best results through e-learning. However, we have realized that we haven't covered one very important topic yet. That will be useful to those who just started to create courses and implement e-learning in their business. So today we will talk about the basics of the most common format for online courses, which is called SCORM. Today, during our webinar session, we will learn what SCORM format is, how it works, and what benefits this format has. We will learn how to create a simple course with a quiz and interaction, how to publish a course to SCORM and upload it to a learning management system, and also how to get statistics on your course. All right, I can't wait to dive into exploring this SCORM standard with you. Before starting, let me give you a brief definition of what the SCORM standard is in general. So, in fact, SCORM is a standard or a list of technical requirements. And this list tells us how to make a course that will work on any platform. There is a detailed description of the e-learning course structure and also the principles of its interaction with learning management systems. Looking back into its history, as soon as computers became available, people started actively using them for education, and that has become a great improvement in training. But there were several issues. So the first one is that every company developed courses in their own format, and there was no way to share or sell them. The second problem is that most e-learning materials were in the format of plain documents, and we could not say for sure if the student really studied the material. Also, it is not possible to add a lot of gamification and interactivity to regular learning documents. And there is no way to control navigation between modules automatically. So, developing a unified standard resolved all of these issues at once. So here are the benefits of the SCORM standard over others. The first one is compatibility. Almost any learning management system will recognize a SCORM course. The second one is saving progress. A student doesn't have to go through the whole course at once. User progress is saved and restored when they get back. So the third one is feedback. You will be able to see the student's progress in the reports as SCORM sends information to the learning management system. And the last but not least is a clear course structure. You can create a set of rules for moving between sections. For example, learners may need to read all of the information slides and only after that go to the final test. And to better understand what the SCORM format is, let's see what this acronym stands for. So SCORM is a shareable content object reference model. Shareable content object part means that SCORM is a course that can be used in different SCORM-compliant learning management systems. Courses published with authoring tools must also be compliant with all LMSs. And the reference model part means that SCORM is a standard. In other words, a set of rules explaining how every e-learning course should work and interact with an LMS. The great news is that actual course authors don't need to worry about creating the correct file structure to make sure it works in the LMS. Authoring tools, like iSpring Suite e-learning toolkit, allow you to create fully compatible courses in just a couple of clicks. And I will show you how to do it with iSpring later during today's webinar. Okay, great. We learned what this SCORM acronym means and the advantages of this standard. So now let's talk about the versions of the SCORM. So even though it is a standard, it has two versions, 1.2 and 2004. Each version has its own technical features. Let's see how they're different and which one is better to use. So the most important difference is how it shows you the results. Version 1.2 indicates in the report how much of the course the learner has studied. It submits a single value to a learning management system based on two aspects. The first one is completion status, which is how many slides a user viewed, and success status, which is the general score for all quizzes. For example, we will see in the report that Mary has studied 70% of the course, but we can't say for sure if she viewed all the slides or failed the quizzes. And version 2004 gives us more detailed information. Two independent values are submitted. The first one is completion, which is a slide view progress, and success, which is a general score of all quizzes. It makes learner statistics clearer, so we can say for sure that Mary viewed all the slides but failed the quizzes. So that's it about the basics of the SCORM standard. Of course, there are a lot of other peculiarities that you can find in the articles on our website and on the official website of the SCORM developers. Paulina will share a link in chat if you're interested. So now that we have a better understanding of SCORM, we can switch to practicing and creating a SCORM course with iSpring Suite. And you will see that it only takes 3 steps to do that. Step 1 is to design a PowerPoint presentation. Step 2 is to publish to SCORM, and step 3 is to upload to the learning management system. So now let's go to a folder where I have my PowerPoint file that I've already started working at. I will go there and then double click my PowerPoint file to launch it. So today I'm going to create a course on a vital topic, business sustainability, using our powerful authoring tool, iSpring Suite. And for those who are new to iSpring, iSpring Suite is a PowerPoint add-in that allows you to develop quality courses, video lectures, and assessments that will work on any desktop, laptop, and mobile platform. As you can see, I have a regular PowerPoint presentation here that I'm going to enhance with assets from our content library, interactive clickable slides, and a quiz. And once you're in PowerPoint, you will see that you have an iSpring Suite tab here. And you will need to go there to start adding your iSpring content. As you can see, I've already created the first slide with the help of regular PowerPoint options. I just inserted an image and a text. And now I can move on to slide 2. Here we need to watch a video. So let's quickly add it. I don't have a video on my computer, so I will add it right from YouTube using iSpring Insert YouTube Video option. All I need to do is to click here where it says YouTube and copy my YouTube link. So I will quickly copy and paste it here. Once it is done, I can click OK. When it is on the slide, I can resize it and move it to the correct place on the slide. Looks great. Wonderful. So we can move on and we will work on slide 3 now. Here I'm going to add some text, bullets, and a character. To make my presentation more personal, I am going to add an image from our content library. But before I do that, let me quickly tell you about that first. Let me go to slide templates. iSpring Content Library is a huge collection of e-learning essentials, such as course templates, characters, backgrounds, icons, and buttons. And it comes with a full service subscription to iSpring Suite. If you're interested in the content library, please let us know in chat. One of our sales managers will get back to you as soon as possible. And to add a character to a slide, I will need to close this window and click characters instead. So now I will need to select the business filter here and select the character. Let's select this girl here. I will find a picture where she's smiling and double click it. Now it is on the slide and I will need to resize it and put it in the correct place. Don't worry about the bottom part, that won't be visible after publication. Perfect, I've just added the picture of my character and now I'm going to add some bullets. And to do that, I will need to click icons on our iSpring Suite main panel. Once I click it, I will need to select the numbers in the filter list and select number 1. Now I will move it to the correct place and do the same for my other bullets. I will click icons, click numbers, and add number 2 and drag it to the correct place on the slide. Then I will click icons once again, go to numbers, and add number 3. I will drag it over there. And now I will need the last picture. Click numbers and click number 4. So don't worry about the color. I'm going to change it right now. I will need to select each bullet holding Shift, and when it's done, I will go to Format tab in PowerPoint, click Shape Fill here, and select the blue color to match my other slides. Looks great. So the last thing left to do is to add my text here. I already have some text prepared in advance, so I will just copy and paste that. So number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So that is about the slide 3. Now let's work on slide 4. As you can see, I don't have it here yet. That is because I'm going to use a ready-made slide template from our library for this one. Let's go back to iSpring Suite tab first and click Slide Templates here. So I will need to select content in the filters and double click this one here. Now I will customize this template just a little bit. I don't need this text box, so I will select it and delete it. Now I will need to select all of the images and text boxes once again. I am doing that by holding Shift and just pull it up. That's it. Now I need to add my text here. First, I'm going to copy and paste the titles. Title 1, Title 2, and Title 3. Now I will need to add the text to the body part. I already have some text here, so I'll just copy and paste it here. As you can see, it's too large for the slide, so I will select the text, go to Home tab, and select a different font size. I will go for 12. That looks perfect. And I will need to do the same for 2 other text boxes. Put it here, select it, and change the font size. And the last one. So select it and set the font size to 12. And the last thing left to do is to replace my pictures. I will need to right-click the image and click Change Picture here. Then I will need to click Browse and quickly find the image on my desktop. That's it. So my first picture. Then I will right-click the second picture, click Change Picture, and click Browse. And the same for the third one. Right-click it, change picture, go to Browse, and select Picture 3. So it looks like we've completed our slide 4. And on slides 5 and 6, we are going to add interaction and a quiz created with iSpring. To save time, we are not going to create them today from scratch. If you're interested in how to do that, we have wonderful webinars on how to work with iSpring Visuals and iSpring Quizmaker. Paulina will also share a link in chat. So now let's add a blank slide. To do that, I will go to Insert tab, click New Slide here, and add a blank one. Next, I will need to go back to my iSpring Suite tab, click Quiz here, and instead of creating new quiz, I will just click Browse and find my quiz file that I've prepared in advance. That should be on my desktop here. So I will double click it. So here is iSpring Quiz Editor, which is called iSpring Quizmaker. I'm not going to make any changes here today. I will just click Save and return to course. And now I will need to add my interaction. I will need to add a new slide again. I will go to Insert here, click New Slide, and add a blank one. Go back to iSpring Suite tab, click Interaction, then click Browse, and find my interaction file. Here is it. So this is the iSpring interaction editor, which is called iSpring Visuals, and I'm going to click Save and return to course here. I think it would be better that the quiz is on the last slide, so I will just drag it to the very end of the presentation. And looks like we are done. Finally, we can get down to actually publishing our course to a SCORM format. All I need to do is to just click Publish here. To test our course, we are going to upload it to our learning management system, which is called iSpring Learn. And for those who are new to iSpring, we also provide a learning management system, iSpring Learn, which supports SCORM 1.2 and 2004. And if you're a user of iSpring Suite and iSpring Learn, you will need to publish your courses using the iSpring Learn tab, the one that I have selected here. In this case, you will be able to get in-depth statistics such as detailed answers for every user. However, we will need a course to work in any other SCORM-compliant learning management system, so I will select the tab that says LMS. By the way, iSpring Suite allows you to publish your courses also to AICC format and the most modern format, which is called Experience API. And this provides you more freedom when selecting a learning management system. Now let's quickly go over the settings you can apply to your SCORM course. First, you will need to insert your name. I already have it here. Then you will need to select a folder where you will find your course after publication. This option here will allow you to use courses in our mobile app, even offline. But please note that the link to your course should be public. So next, I can customize how the player looks, but I'm not going to do that today. And here I'm going to change the slide to make sure to change the size to make sure my course fits the browser window. All I need to do is to click here and select Fit Course to Browser Window option and click Save. If you are feeling like the quality of the media is compressed after publication, you can change it here. Please note that it will increase the size of the course significantly. And then this option allows you to add protection, for example, a password and a watermark. And here I can decide on how many slides I want to publish. And finally, I'm going to select an LMS profile. I'll select the most modern format, which is called SCORM 2004. And since we're speaking about SCORM today, let's look into something more advanced. I'm going to change the progress and completion settings. To do that, I will click Customize here. In this window, I will select 4th edition, which is the most recent, and you should always go for this one. When it's done, you will need to click Customize again. And in this window, you will be able to select how many slides will affect the final score and select which quizzes are going to be graded. And also you can set a custom score here. Let's change it to 70. And also set lesson duration time. After that, I can click OK, save, and hit Publish. It might take some time if the course is large, but you can always go and have some coffee because iSpring will convert a course to SCORM for you. When the publication is done, I will click Open Folder here. So as you can see, I have a zip file. If I double click it, you will see that inside there are some files, and that is the course structure that allows you to run the course and communicate with the LMS. Please don't make any changes to this folder. If you notice any imperfection after you publish the project, you will need to go back to your project in PowerPoint, edit it with iSpring, and republish. Wonderful, we are almost done. All we need to do is to upload our SCORM course to a learning management system. To test the course, I will upload it to iSpring Learn. So let me switch to my iSpring Learn account. I will need to go to my browser and open a tab with my iSpring Learn account. And here is the administrator account. iSpring Learn is a robust SCORM-compliant learning management system that allows you to quickly deliver content to your employees and track progress in just a couple of clicks. To upload the SCORM file, I will need to go to Courses, open an existing course that I already have here. Then I will need to click Add and Upload. After that, I will need to click Browse and search for my file on the computer. Now I will click Upload the file, and we will need to wait for a couple of moments again. Remember that I'm uploading the course to iSpring Learn as an example, and if you are using any other learning management system, that's fine. iSpring courses work in almost all modern learning management systems. So let's wait just a couple of seconds. Our course is uploaded, and now let's quickly preview it from the administrator portal. To do that, I will click here and then click Preview. So here is our course, and let's quickly click through it. This is our first slide. A slide with a video. As you can see, it has YouTube video navigation. Our slide with a character, a slide template, and to the fun part, that is the interaction slide. As you can see, I can click through it and see the text boxes here. And finally, let's quickly take the quiz. So give me just 1 second. So I will just select some random answers here. All right, so that is our course. As you can see, it just takes 30 minutes to create this kind of a course. And now let's see how you can get statistics. To save time, I uploaded a different SCORM course to my account, assigned it to users, and already have some statistics. So let's go ahead and see how they are progressing. I will need to go back to the tab in my account and click Reports here. Now I will show you our new reports available in iSpring Learn. To do that, I will click Try Now and then click Course Progress. Here I will need to find my course, which is Business Sustainability, and then I can move to the next report, which is Learn Progress. So here is the list of the users who are enrolled to this course, and I can check how they are progressing. I will select this user here and go to Learner Results. So now I will be able to see detailed statistics on all modules that this course consists of. I will click Completion Details. And as you can see, this user haven't started the course yet, but if she completed that, we would see that she passed it and we would see the awarded score. And that is actually a different SCORM file that I told you about. And as you can see, she passed it. All right, I think that is about it for SCORM Standard Basics. Today we did a lot of work. We looked into some tech features, as it's always good to know more about the things you work with every day. And now we know how the SCORM format is different from other types of learning materials. We know what this mysterious SCORM acronym means, and also how the two versions of the standard are different. And now we know how to create fancy courses with iSpring, publish the SCORM format, and track it in the LMS in 3 easy steps. I hope today's webinar was useful and interesting to you. And now I am ready for the Q&A session.
Without further ado, I would love to get down to the questions because we have a lot of really great ones. So let's not wait any longer, and I will start with the first one. Canvas LMS will not accept SCORM files with an SWF or FLA extension and must be in HTML. When you build the iSpring file and turn into SCORM file, will it be in the format needed? No SWF or FLA files.
So iSpring, so in the version 9 of iSpring, we completely got rid of the publication to Flash. As in 2020, Adobe will completely abandon Flash. So when you publish courses with iSpring, they're completely in the HTML5 format, which doesn't have any Flash files inside.
Mhm. Thank you. And Anne is asking, how do I add my own video, not YouTube?
You can easily do that with the standard PowerPoint insert option. So let me quickly add a new slide here, and then I will go to Insert tab, click Video here, and I will need to select video on my PC. And when you click it, you will be able to find any video on your computer and add it right on the slide. And that will play on the slide after you publish it, the same as the YouTube video I've added.
Thank you very much. Anne is asking, are SCORM reports available through using the Canvas LTI?
So that is So I'm afraid I cannot tell you about the Canvas today, as it is a third-party LMS, but in iSpring Learn, you can easily get reports on your SCORM files once you upload them to our LMS.
Mhm. Thank you. And Bora is asking, how can I learn more about the technical features of SCORM in Quizmaker?
Sure, so let me quickly show you. So first thing you can do about setting your quizzes, if you publish the SCORM format, you can go to Publish, as I showed, then to LMS tab, and click Customize here. After you click Customize, once again, you will be able to select which quizzes you'd like to rate. And also in iSpring Quizmaker, let me open that. So you can go to Properties and set your passing score here. And also with iSpring Quizmaker, you can publish your quizzes without adding them to a PowerPoint presentation. you will need to go to Publish, to LMS tab, and here you will also be able to customize it. So that's it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. And Martina is asking, is it possible to see some quiz examples?
Sure, there are some demo courses on our website and they are absolutely wonderful. Let me show it. So you will need to go to iSpringSolutions.com demos. So here is the page. And let me share a link in chat. So give me just a moment. So here is the link. And here you can see the demo courses, and some of them are available for download. For example, you can download source files for these two here. And if you are interested in quizzes, you can just click here and then check some quizzes that were created with iSpring. So that's it.
Mm-hmm. And quizzes have lots of different questions like drag and drop and matching
Yeah,
and what else?
exactly. We
Hotspot.
have 14, we have 14 different question types in iSpring Quizmaker, and you can see them on the screen now.
Mm-hmm. Right. And Axel is curious, is there a limit of the file size when publishing to SCORM? Do you
So
know?
when you Yes, I know that. So when you publish to your SCORM course with iSpring Suite, there is no actual file limit. But if you upload your course to iSpring Learn, your file will need to be below 2 gigabytes. So you can publish a course of any size, but you can only upload 2 gigabytes to iSpring Learn. And that is for one file. So you can upload several files, and each of them will be 2 gigabytes. And then you can create the one course from them to have
Mm-hmm.
them all in one place.
Right. And thank you very much for asking. And Roger is asking, can I use a quiz into an interaction or an interaction inside another one? But in this
I,
case, I am wondering why would you need to do that? Because you can set up a branching and then have it set up this way that your course is being taken in a native path, I would say, and you can split the or insert multiple interactions one after. So, for example, have an interaction, then have a quiz, have interaction, have a quiz. It's all going to be in one course, and then set up branching between them. Is that,
yes,
am I correct,
yeah,
Arena?
that's the perfect explanation. You can easily set up some branching settings here in slide properties. So you can decide to which slide a user will go. For example, let's set that on fail, they go to a slide with an interaction and then retake the quiz. And so it's not possible to add an interaction, but you can actually enhance your quiz with some information slides. Let me show how it looks.
And you can also use characters inside of quiz, right?
Yeah. So in Quizmaker, you can add information slides in between the questions. Then you can go to slide view and design them as in PowerPoint. And yes, you can easily add some backgrounds and characters from our content library to your quiz questions and information slides. For example, let's add a character here. That's it.
Mm-hmm. And you can also use other. Actually, the quiz is pretty cool in terms of enhancing it with the design elements, I would say.
Yes, you can easily add audio and video to your quiz slides and to your information slides. You can even add some animations the to the answer options, for example.
Hmm.
So Quiz Maker is great if you'd like to create some custom design.
Right. And Debbie is asking, the pricing shows additional cost for iSpring to SCORM. Is this correct? It is not included in iSpring? No, it is actually included. I am not sure where you saw this information. So if you're looking at the iSpring suite pricing, everything that Arena has been demonstrating to you today is included in iSpring suite full service price. So
Yes,
please let me
and
know if you have any other questions regarding that.
yes, and publication to SCORM is always included, and that is the content library that can be optional, but publication to SCORM is a native feature of iSpring Suite and any other iSpring tool, and that's always
Mhm.
available.
Yeah, absolutely. And Melissa is asking, do you offer ability to record a simulation of software in the suite?
Sure, you can definitely do that. Let me close the quiz maker here. iSpring Suite has an option to which allows you to record screen, so you can easily create wonderful screencasts that you can that you can edit afterwards. So after you've recorded your screen, you can go to new project and edit your video, and you can edit not only the screencasts, but you can also edit regular videos here and create some and create wonderful videos. So that's it. You can definitely do that.
Robert is curious, can you include slides and screencast within the same course?
Sure, you can definitely do that. So everything that you can add with iSpring, everything that you can see on this panel can be included to the course, and you can add PowerPoint slides. You can use any PowerPoint functionality like animations, transitions, and also add iSpring i- iSpring content to your slides. So you can have a quiz and a screencast and a dialogue simulation and all in one course.
Thanks a lot, Arena. And Khalid is asking to elaborate a little bit on publishing screen size. When do we use which size?
Sure, I can definitely tell you about that. So let me quickly feed size here. So the first one, which is feed course to browser window, it is better to use this option if you know that your SCORM will be opened in the new window like I have it here. So if you wanted to feed the browser window, you should use the first one. And as for these two options, they will do best if your LMS runs the courses in iframes. So if they are opened in the same window where the other content of the slide is, probably you will need some fixed values for height and width. And that is why you can use this option or this one here. So they are the same, but this one just takes the original slide size. And if it fits you, you can select this one. And here you can insert some custom values.
Mhm. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And also, could you please show how to hide the tabs like outline and notes in your course?
Definitely. That's easy. So you will need to go to player. And here you will be able to customize your player so you can hide any of the elements you don't want to see here. You can not hide them one by one like I do here, or just disable the whole sidebar. So you can also disable the top bar, and you can customize it and enable or disable any of the elements of the player. And also I need to mention that we also have two other player types. So one of them is video lecture and also the slide only one. So this one here allows you to publish the course as a regular presentation. For example, if you're using some custom built buttons made with the help of PowerPoint links, you can easily publish your course without any iSpring controls. And also we have a great option which is called Video Lecture Player. And that will be perfect if you have some video of a person speaking something and also the slides. And while viewing, the user will be able to decide if he or she wants to wants to look at the video more or on the slides, and that provides you like great opportunities to present video lectures to your students.
And am I correct that this doesn't have to be a video of a person, it can be just any
No,
video?
yes, any video you add in manage narration will appear here. where it is the black
Mm-hmm.
screen now.
Right. Thank you. And another question. How would you recommend to create multi-language courses? One file for each language, or there's another option? Question from
So
Ivan.
yeah, actually, I have a template that I can definitely share with you on how to create a quiz in two different languages, which doesn't have any issues with the passing score. Like you will get the correct passing score. And as for the whole SCORM course, you will need to create two parts, one of them in one language and the second one in a different language. Then you can add a new slide with some PowerPoint hyperlinks that will allow a user to select which slide they want to go to, like here. So I will set a hyperlink to slide 6, no, to slide 2, and here to slide 6, for example. So now, after the user selects which slide to go, you will need to make sure that the correct progress and completion settings are selected. You will need to go to Publish, go to LMS tab, click Customize here, and you will need to change the rating, the slide rate. And actually, getting back to the question of the of why 1.2 SCORM can be better than 2004. So if you publish your course to SCORM 2004 format, users will get an incomplete status if they view just the half of the course. And if you want to create some course that consists of two parts and users will need to completely miss the first part, for example, you can select SCORM 2004, and in this case, you won't have this incomplete thing. So you will just you will just need to decrease the person score, for example, to 30, and that will work correctly. So that's it. I hope it makes sense. And I can definitely share a template of the quiz in two languages. I will be happy
Mhm.
to do that.
Awesome. Thank you. And let's cover just one more question from Melissa and then wrap up. Is there an option for closed captioning with the recorded audio?
I see. So in iSpring Suite, you can add slide notes to your questions, and let me show you how to do that. So first, I will need to add the these slide notes here. Just a second. So I can actually add them from the Manage Narration option. So give me just one moment. Let me copy and paste some text here. Click Save and Close. All right, just a second. Sure. So actually, I've just managed to set it up. So here is the Notes button that you need to click to show your slide notes. And when it is done, so these are like the usual PowerPoint slide notes. You will need to go to Player and then enable the outline. So and add the notes here. So just a second, I have it here now. And now I will quickly preview the first slide so that you can see that you have the notes.
Mm-hmm.
So here is our text. Don't worry, you can increase the font size. And if you want them to show as the captions, you will need to go to Player. Then here, select the CC style for your notes. So click it here, click Apply and Close, and then preview the slide once again. That will not appear like actual closed captions when they appear phrase by phrase, but you will be able to add some text so that users can follow the recording of the audio.
Okay.
I hope that
Um,
answers the question.
Right, yeah. All right, guys. So it's time to wrap up. I would like to thank everybody for coming today and being actually so active. And thank you for your wonderful question. And thanks to you, Arena, for doing this wonderful presentation and covering the questions from our attendees. All right, I hope that everyone has a wonderful day. And bye, Arena. Bye, guys. See you at the next webinar.
Goodbye, have a wonderful day.